Hello. Hello. Why is it acting weird? Okay, did I get it now? Okay, I got it. Alright. Hello. Oh, of course my webcam stops working. Ah! Why? I can never have just an elegant start to my video. Streaming. Um, oof. Hold on. Like, I don't know why my webcam turned off. One second. One second. It's so weird. It's my webcam and stuff. For some reason, my microphone and my webcam are acting funky. Ugh, come on. This is so annoying. I don't know what happened. Everything's a little wacky. Um, jeez. But specifically, the like maybe I might not be able to have my camera on today. I mean, maybe you don't really need to see my face. No, I want you guys to see my face. Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix this. VTuber Frost, no. Though I have played around with that idea. I was gonna go no camera, which does suck because you know I try to look presentable for y'all. Try my best. Okay, another idea I have is just to redo the capture thing. Yeah, it's so annoying. I do not have a hipster or why do people say that? What's hipster about just about being just a general fun loving guy? What says hipster about that? Also, I'm getting okay, anyway. Good morning everybody. How is everybody doing? Oh, it says that it's working. Oh. Oh, my beanie's a little crooked. All right. It's early morning. Sun's not out yet. So it's kind of dark. But yeah. Here I am. I don't know why it was acting weird. So we have two things on the docket. More Etrian for sure. but I did want to work on that drawing that drawing that we talked about in over mail, because it would be good. It would be good to talk about, or it'd be good to kind of do it rather. So let's see. See, you might have forgotten, but I never forget. I don't forget that kind of thing. It's the kind of thing I think about ad nauseum. Let me try to find the. I'm trying to find the particular email so I could recall exactly what. Boop, boo, doo, 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 doo. So it's Rhino eating baked beans while Jack Frost is eating boneless chicken with a fork. Well, I mean, I'm not doing while playing Fortnite. That might actually be a little too much, but I can do the other two. Also, someone named Summoner Bond on YouTube wants me to check out their DeviantArt. I'll show it on camera, I guess. I feel like I already did this though. This feels super familiar to me. All right, so here's Summoner Bond. They asked me to. This is like the second time they're asking me, so I feel like maybe they just want me to show it off on screen. So this is their DeviantArt. mm, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Spooky. Yeah, this is very cool. Good job, Summoner Bond. Okay. um, I used to have a DeviantArt. I wonder if I could log in actually. So I imagine that it doesn't. I didn't delete my username or whatever. Uh, okay. am I gonna? Am I gonna? I tried to log into my old DeviantArt account. I don't remember the username though. That's the only thing. All right, the password rather. So when I'm trying to like log in, it's like it's telling me that it's the wrong password. But it's crazy because I feel like I just used it like last year or something. But now I kind of want to show you guys. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, how do I show you guys? Okay, here's mine. I haven't used it since I was like, oh, I don't know. It's been a while. I used to upload it when I would draw. Um, it's like, oh, okay. Here's the last couple things I uploaded. I uploaded this 6 years ago. It's literally just the Feel Good ink, but it's just all the different Jokers. I thought that was funny. And it's not even all of them, but it's just the main ones. Me and my Demonica cosplay, which I haven't listed yet, but I am selling. And then the Jack Bros plus Black Frost. I believe I used that specific Black Frost drawing for my YouTube channel, actually. Yeah, I do. I had to like double check. I do. I actually made a little animation with that Ripper. Like he like does the like hello milady. This is actually from the era where I was making keychains, which I might have some around me. But I made a bunch of keychains of a bunch of different like demons, and I was selling them on Etsy actually. But then I stopped selling them because I would sell them internationally, so I would let anyone buy them for the price that I listed. And the problem with doing that is that I was like losing money because like to ship to like for instance the UAE, it was something crazy. Like I had to pay this like twice the cost of the item to ship it there, and I'm like, I wasn't even making money on Etsy. I was literally just giving them away essentially, which is fine because I liked giving people my merch, but it was not worth it, especially not for the stress of shipping things. This watercolor black, all right, Jack the Ripper. I used to do a lot of stuff. This insane Ikichi. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. I used to go crazy with digital art. I don't do it anymore though. Then my charcoal drawings. Ugh. When did I draw this? Dang, 2016. My Demi Fiend Frost. Dang, 10 years ago. This drawing is 10 years old. That's older than the average Persona fan. That's insane. This surf drawing, also 10 years old. Okay, okay. This is from when I was in a band. 2013, yep. Oh, this is the album cover that I did for my band, actually. 2012. It's so crazy. 13 years old. Okay, anyway, let's get into. Since my hand is kind of not good, doing great today, maybe I'll just do the drawing tomorrow. But today we're doing Etrian. Today we're doing Etrian. Oops, input device got disconnected. My my controller got disconnected from not using it. Let's stop feeling ancient. I don't feel ancient at all. It's just fun to like. It was just a fun little walk down memory lane, whatever, you know. Doing the drawings will be fun though. So, this is the progress I've made in Etrian so far. Well, hold on. Are you guys even hearing the gameplay? Hold on.
Bluetooth. Connected.
That's funny. I always forget to like, cause I like barely use my computer outside of when I'm doing YouTube stuff. So I literally as soon as I stopped streaming last week, I just turned it off. So I have to like do all this stuff to like get it back in working order. Hey, where'd the audio go? What heck? Okay, is the music too quiet for you though, or is it good? I feel like it has to be a little louder. Or is that too loud now? Is that like ah? Maybe here. But it's you hear it good? Okay. See, but I can barely hear it now. What the heck? Okay, it wasn't letting me auto for a second. As you can see, I am like out of room. So what happened is, like, since you guys last saw me, I went to the second stratum, and I got all the way to floor 9. If you guys want to see the stats of the characters, I'm still using the same party. Almost everyone's at least over 30. Yeah, everyone's over 30. Yo is the one that's the lowest level because for some reason, during 3 critical fights, he got hit directly and one-shotted. And I didn't have revive yet. So I couldn't revive Yo, so he's like the lowest level. Something similar happened to Catherine twice. Whereas Tumba, Raido, and Victor don't die. They're like immortal. But yeah. Do I have any skill points? I think they just leveled. This is another instance where I was playing into the night last night, and then I went to sleep. Because game is so addicted. This game is like crack to me. What I've been trying to do is really get my bind stuff up because, yep. But since one of my characters has a bind for mouth, I'm trying to focus on like the shackles and the cuff. So that I can start doing this one, which is the one that damages when they're bound. Maybe I'll just put it into one now. Yeah, this is the one. My Landsknecht has it, and I'm like, oh, you know, seems pretty good. We just need more Etrian. Like, I would be happy if there was more dungeon crawlers, but I'd be happier if there was just more Etrian. Like, I'm good with just more Etrian. As you can see, my Raido doesn't have that many actual, like, shieldy moves. I should probably pump into it, but... Oh, I'm trying to get TP regen on her. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to be busy, but then eventually I'm going to beat them all, and then I'm not going to have anything to do. It's going to be so sad, so boring. No, I think these are both. Thanks, Pseudonism. Also, good morning, Pseudonism. Today, I actually did the right thing. So this is my gigantic gamer drink thingy. Since it's Black History Month, you should know. This is Jean-Michel Basquiat, one of my favorite artists. And then the other side is from the Nagano Snow Monkeys place. I don't know. Just so you know. And today's beverage of choice is water. I recently did like a deep cleaning of this, where I like washed it twice, and then I let it air dry, and then I did a third washing, just because sometimes, like, you know how you get like that like container taste, you know what I mean? Like it tastes like something. So I did like that deep cleaning to make it neutral. Alright. Dude, there's so many doors. Ooh, look at these cats. Just chill. Everybody's so strong. Everybody's so good. Sting Maw. Okay, so they probably do paralysis if they're called Sting Maws. A long day? Oh, a long day at work or something? That sucks. Okay, I think I'm gonna, like, okay, my problem is I want to go back. What? There's a common writer exhibit. Also, you're in Japan. Okay, let me get rid of something that's useless or not as useful. Oh, also, in regards to what you were saying, asking about earlier, Christian, I haven't really gotten any more what do you call it? Donations per se. Right now, I'm going to go through and list more stuff, and I'm just hoping that some of the stuff on eBay sells. They all have watchers, but the only thing that people bid on was the Nahabino plush. Oh, okay. Sorry, I basically just auto now because I have the comfort of knowing that I'm pretty much always gonna win. But I am losing like room. Yeah, a lot of today is the last day, so I'm expecting like the bidding to go crazy. Cause I used to use eBay a lot. Like I don't use it anymore to import or anything because or to buy anything because everything that I need to buy generally tends to be Japanese exclusive. So I just import from Japan. It's so annoying. Okay, I really want to go back to the town to like just unload all the stuff I have, but I also am like in the middle of doing something new, and I'm like, these items. And another thing about this is that I haven't really what do you call it? I haven't been using boosts, mostly because I don't really understand them. And you know, I have 2 videos on importing from Japan. No, okay, let me. Okay, I should dump some items. I should dump some items. So I don't need so many of these anymore. And I don't need this, this, and this, and this. Yeah, I have 2 videos on it. I think one of them is it's something like ridiculously named. Bai. Okay, so here's the thing. I've used a lot of different import sites. Bai is the one that I use just because it's the easiest. Sometimes it is a little pricey though. Like if I'm honest, it's kind of pricey. But it's also just like more just really familiar for me. I know what I'm doing. But there are some other ones that I can say are decent. Let me see. We're gonna stop so I can show you guys what I'm talking about real quick. Where's the? Come on. Oh, do you guys want to see how what I'm doing in Raid Shadow Legends? Look at that. I'm like level 64. So I've been playing for a while. Here, let me. I have some pretty cool characters. Here's Alice from Alice in Wonderland. Here's Goku from from Dragon Ball. Here's a strong orc thing. And then here's Ronda Rousey for some reason. Ronda Rousey is in this game, and I have her. She's like one of my strongest people. Who's someone else that I use a lot? Oh, here's a new thing I got. This furry. I'm like really excited to use him. But he's like in progress. Anyway, hold on. I was I just like it because I like it. So what I was gonna say is that there's a bunch of import export sites. The ones that I use the most. I mean, one of them is a secret. I'm never gonna tell anybody what it is because they're like my little they're my little they're the one I use when I need to buy something fast. Uh, like so, for instance, what I mean by that is because different websites have different like purchase times, and it sometimes it takes longer to do something than you know than on other sites. So yeah, the one thing I'll say about it is that like there are some sites that are just more fee heavy, or some that I just never used. Because I'm looking at it now, I'm looking at the list of like proxy sites. So okay, I want to let me show you guys. Like I'm trying to like show you guys my the window thing, but it's not there. It like it's so weird. Okay, no, yes, okay, that was weird. So so Mecha Japan is like probably like baby's first import. It's they basically do it for you. It's already here and it's already priced. So you can't like search a Japanese site for things. I think they might have that option, but no, they don't. So they're kind of like a general goods thing. This is like baby's first if you don't want to try it all. Oh, you still can't see. What the heck? There you go. This is the baby's first importing. Okay. Another one that's an alternative to Bai would be Zen Market. I've used Zen Market a couple times. It it doesn't have like the fees aren't as crazy, I would say, as Bai can get. It also just depends on what you're buying because like I've bought a wide gambit of things from like gigantic gigantic art pieces to computers. Um the thing that you have to consider with buying anything is that generally speaking, if you're buying one single thing and shipping it to you, it's going to be more expensive per item than if you bought, let's say, 20 video games and ship them all to you at the same time. Because if you ship the one game, it's gonna be like $10 to $20. But if you ship all 20 games, it's still gonna be like maybe $20 to $30 to ship, and so you'll save money that way. And a lot of people get screwed because they'll use these services and they won't actually they won't like be more pragmatic with their purchases. So that's like a big tip. So Zen Market's another one, and then Neo Yokio or Neokio whatever is another one. This one is good too. The main thing to look at when you're looking at these is if they have like which services they have. The most important ones are Amazon, um, Mercari, and Yahoo Auctions. They all say J Direct items now. I don't know why, but that's Yahoo Auctions. Those are like the main ones that you should care about because they're the ones that have most of the stuff. 9 times out of 10, like when you see me getting something cool, it's because I got it from Mercari or JD Auctions. Though I believe Mercari does have a thing now where if you buy it, you can, or if you look on the American website. Yeah, so now on the American website, you can search for stuff. So for instance, if I did let's see, Kazuma Kaneko. So yeah, now when you do it, it'll show Japanese listings as well. If you go directly through Mercari, I haven't tried this yet, so I don't know. But they have this whatever this random fee. Oh, they do. Okay, okay, and they do some. Wait, yeah. So they have the $28 fee for whatever protection, and then they also have the $23 international shipping. That's actually pretty good. That's actually insane because these books are heavy. So, okay. So maybe buying directly from Mercari might be a thing I start doing. I mean, I don't know. 770. It's because it's a complete set. One, two, three, four, five, six, and it looks like the first three are the original prints. And if you're picky about things, or if you don't know, the original prints for Cosmo Conical Works are better quality books. The reprints that they did of the first three volumes are not good quality. They're pretty mid, if I would say. Yeah, from the 2000s, like 2004, I believe is when the first book came out. And then yeah, Neokio is good too, but generally speaking, I just use Bai out of convenience, and I can also make my money back. Or not make my money back, make my money go hard. I was looking at these, so if you're trying to find these kinds of services, you can type in shopping services or proxy buying. Pretty much the only things that you won't be able to ever import are things like lighters or alcohol. I've not been able to successfully import either of those things. But these other ones that I'm seeing, I have not used. There's one that I used to use a lot called Japan Mart. I've used Japan Rabbit. This one used to be really good. It used to go under a different name, White Rabbit, and now they rebranded to Japan Rabbit. I haven't tried it yet though, so I don't know. There's also stuff like this, like CD Japan does that too. Like you can type in like Shin Megami Tensei. Oh yeah. And you can import through here. Okay, well actually we just do the search in the actual search bar. So you can. So this is another one that's also good. I like CD Japan a lot. I use it often. See, look, they have some of the new stuff that's no longer available. I was actually gonna get this, but I guess it's no longer available. So oops. Yeah, Surugaya has it too. Though I'm not giving away all the sauce. That's why I'm just that's why I'm ending this little diatribe here. I'm not giving you guys any more tips because I don't want you guys to buy the things that I'm still. Odds are, dollars to donuts, you're probably never gonna run into something that I'm trying to get, because most of the things that I'm trying to get, no one knows about. That's like usually my mo. How do I make my what the? I don't want you guys to see this anymore. Not raid. Let's go back to Etrian. That's not Etrian. What the heck? Why? Why is it like this? Where is Etrian? Okay, there we go. The only thing I care are the Jack Frost plushes. Yeah, because I pretty much have most of them. I'm still missing quite a few, if I'm honest. But the ones that I'm missing are so rare. Like I've seldom seen it. I've seldom seen them, and I've seldom seen them for decent prices. Oh, when I mentioned the lighters, one thing I have been able to import from Japan before, it was really hard to do though, was alcohol. Most of these proxy buyers will not help you with that though. But there is like 2 or 3 proxy buyers that are specifically for alcohol. Oh, hi Jack Thunder. I don't know if you're still there. I'm playing Etrian, and I'm probably gonna draw tomorrow instead. Ooh, okay. I don't have that many thick leaves or. Dang. Hey, Rusty. Okay, I'm gonna actually just go back. I wanted to I wanted to keep exploring until I got to the next thing, but I really, really need to sell these items. I have so many. Like it makes me stressed having so much stuff. I wish there was a way to like select all like quickly all at once without having to do it this way. Okay. Okay. Finally, oh my god. Medic has been so understaffed for a little bit. He's already had the down staff though. Dang. Oh. You big blob. Sorry, 1 second. We're taking a Pascal break real quick. Oh. We're taking a Pascal break. Look at him. Look at this blob. Oh, he farted when I did that. Why? Why are you farting? Keep it to yourself. Ugh, get off me, farty. Never mind, we're not taking a Pascal break. Now I'm probably gonna get pink eye. Anyway. Hi, Rusty. Hi, Kamarama. How you doing? I'm just he like literally was farting as I was holding him. Which he's never done, by the way. He's never farted on me. That's the first time. No, that's not that's not gonna get me to stop swinging him around. It's just I don't know. Okay, this was actually a pretty good dungeon run because I got so many new pieces of equipment. Let's see, did I get any good? It lowers my defense, but it brings up my TP. She's already got some. Oh, can't equip. Sorry, I wasn't even reading. Typical Megaten fan. Higher defense. Agility going down by a little bit. It's not that bad. But I feel like I might have some of this stuff already. Because I picked up some items like in the dungeon. Okay, Iron Plate is pretty goated. No, I should save Iron Plate for her. Oh, he already has it. She already has it, rather. So, like, just to be clear, I love this game. And I'm sad that once I get through this, I'm not gonna have anything left to play. And that actually has been bothering me, like just knowing that it's coming. That I'm gonna reach the part where I can't like enjoy anything anymore because there's not gonna be anything left. Okay, just 1 vitality is not too bad. Okay. I can play Peak forever. I'll be honest. Like one of the more deranged things I've done is I had a time where I was playing Jack Bros a lot, even though it only takes like an hour to beat Jack Bros. I was playing Jack Bros a lot. Like it was the game that I would play between games. So like, let's say I beat Persona 3, I would like palate cleanse myself by playing Jack Bros. Or if I beat Persona 4, palate cleanse by playing Jack Bros. It was literally how I got through so many games. So you can play Peak forever. Like sometimes I wonder if I still have like the what do you call it? Just the knowledge of what to do because of how often I was playing that game. Okay, I gotta store some items too because I don't really need like all of these that much. Like none of the boost items has been a thing that I'm like, oh, I'm running low on boost items. And I only think I need like 1 Ariadne needle like at a time. I basically just need the Amrita so I can revive. Fair. I would have to play Jack Bros if I... Well, I mean, I would do it for all games. I was just using them as an example because those are the ones that came to mind. Why are you still here, farty? Sorry, Pascal's on the floor next to me, and he wants me to pet him. But he also farted on me. So, you know. The hunt for Cernunos. Let's do it. Well met, members of Fork Knife. We are pleased to see you have undertaken the task of defeating Cernunos. We have borrowed an ancient god's name for the monster ruling over the 10th floor. It's been many years since the first adventurer stepped into the labyrinth's 10th floor. That is when the monster Cernunos began to trouble our expeditions. Since then, only 2 explorers have succeeded in reaching the 3rd stratum. Our great hope is that you will defeat Cernunos and reopen the path below. I wish you luck, adventurers. Teehee. I can only ask my wishes of luck to the chieftains. I pray for your safe return. That's how he sounds in my head. Okay, I didn't finish any of these yet. Look at all these things I have to do. Of course I get more requests. It's some coin. Okay, I'm scared of going to the waiver. Wait, you get capped? Dang it. I need to craft a bone flail, like a coin. I have to spend 5 days in B8. Maybe I'll do that now. That's the easiest thing on this list, I think. This one I don't understand. I'm gonna give up on this quest. I think I can make an old choker. That's easy. Also, hi Spencer. Okay, old choker is easy. I literally have that item. Look here, bam. See, I'm so good at finishing quests up. Bam, done. Decided to take your recipe. It's Jackson Restaurant again. Since you've learned the fire formula, he needs your help. He wants Carmenite that you can get from Firebirds in the Labyrinth. How is the Etrian collection? Honestly, so far I really like this game. I'm playing Etrian 1, and I just like I can't express how much I'm enjoying this game. This game is exactly what I like about like it's my favorite part of Strange Journey. It's my favorite part of the Persona Q games. The dungeon crawling. The only thing I don't like about this game is the art style for the women, because some of these characters are so something. like I was showing my friend at work, because I have a friend at work who knows of Atlas. He's not like a big Atlas person, but he's like played all the Persona like 3, 4, 5. And I was showing him Etrian, and then he made the mistake of like googling the art book, and I was like, no, the art book doesn't represent the games, please, because the art book's like cover art is it's insane looking, to say the least. Also, hi, Citropus. Shocked that after rolling credits, I'm still working towards. I still haven't gotten my platinum in Metaphor either. If I'm honest, mostly it's, but I can tell you that I'm not really that interested in platinums. I've never really been that kind of person. I think I only have platinums in like 3 Atlas games, and one of them is Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I'm not a platinum person necessarily per se. I used to be when I was younger. I would actually actively try to platinum games that I liked. but some of the like things you have to do, some of the achievements are just not fun. They're like super tedious. So for me, if it's something that I can do through just playing and then doing a couple extra things, then I'll try. You know. Okay, let's. I was on Twitch and saw a stream of my favorite game, so I clicked. Oh, good. I'm glad that you have good taste in games because I really like Etrian. I started working on a video for it. Um, my big thing is that I'm trying to get some of the books and magazines that have articles about Etrian. And like if you guys don't know, it could be a really mixed bag buying magazines in particular when it comes to trying to find reading material, because a lot of times the magazines have like nothing. It'll just be like a blanket, like, oh yeah, this game's coming out soon, it looks pretty good. So basically I have a lot of magazines that are like that for a lot of other Mega 10 titles, or Atlas titles rather. But sometimes when you buy the magazine, it will have like, oh yeah, here's I don't know, Yo Haduki, and here's what he says about his time working on the game, and it's like actually good, and you actually learn something new. I'm legit shocked you never played these before. It's because I've just like literally, if I'm honest, it's because of the art style. I never wanted to try the games because I thought the art style was not for me. And that's probably a hot take because it seemed like some people really like this art style, but I feel like the characters, especially the girl characters, they look a little funky, and I don't like that. Look at me just auto battling. Oh no, Righto. Okay, I shouldn't have auto battled that one. But that's what revive is for. I'm being pretty reckless because of that revive thingy that's coming up on anyway. It's coming up. I could also probably just add that thing that let me reduce my encounter rate. It just doesn't really matter, like, just like, it doesn't really matter to me getting into this part. It's not until they get past the 8th floor where it's like, oh, ugh. I don't like the sexualization of characters, which is why I don't care for SMT as much anymore. See, which characters get sexualized in SMT for you? Because for me, I'm trying to think about it. Like, yeah, the demons get sexualized a lot. But for me, it's just the way that these characters look. They look like little kids. And there is a little bit of like, I don't even call it sexualization. It's just kind of like weird. Can I give you some advice about the maps? Yeah, you can. I'm not really gonna like police you regarding it. Regarding like, what do you call it? Advice or anything. If it's gonna be put like outline the dungeons, I refuse. I'm not gonna do this. I refuse. Like that's already gonna be a hard no for me. If that's what you're gonna say. Like if you look at my first floor, I did that the whole time, and I'm like, it's pretty good, but it's just not as intuitive on controller as it is on DS. In the setting, there is a full map you can draw while when you pass near them. Oh. What is this? You're saying that's in the options or something? Also, let me... Only for your pass there. Let me see how I like that. Oh, it does just do the walls. Okay. I don't mind that. Also, I like mess something up. I th I thought the other thing was the it doesn't matter. I don't know why this bird has random peacock things on its back, but you know, it does. I worry the Etrian team has been turned into a full support. Yeah, the my thing is we already know that they're supposed to be making a game, but we just haven't seen it. I believe that they're gonna drop it like this year though. The way they talked about it made it seem like the project is like in the works, like it's actively like coming to fruition as a result of like the Etrian collection being released. So I'm not like super worried about it. It's more like I would just like to have it now kind of thing. I don't know. So I need to spend 8 days on this floor. So I'm gonna do that. And now that I have the full map on like a noob. And for the movement, you can use the trigger on your controller. Oh yeah, I know that. I like the strafing or whatever. Like woo. But I like actually turning around. If this is your favorite game, Saito. This is not an obscure. Hi, Devil Summoner Chris. This is not that obscure, is it? And hello, Kazshiro. Yeah, Etrian. We're a full on Etrian loving thing. This is Etrian. So after my metaphor video and after my Persona video, my Persona 3 documentary specifically, I'm going full in on Etrian. So I already started writing like a soft review of me playing Etrian. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a documentary video next. So again, it's gonna be metaphor, especially now that I have the book, the metaphor book, which is crazy. The book is huge and long. I thought it was 125 pages, but it's because I was looking at a PDF. It's like 300 something pages. So that documentary is gonna be very long. I'm gonna probably have to tap on some shoulders of some other content creators to do some like voice recording parts, just so you're not hearing my voice for that long. Now in the year of 2024, all the Atlas games yeah. Wait, now that for me, I'm looking for that. I'm looking to see if they actually are going to release that Raito thing. If that leak was actually a leak, to me, it makes sense that the leak is a leak because I don't know in what world you could accidentally, I guess. Well, I don't know why you would mess with adding all these achievements in Steam and it somehow not being a leak of a HD remaster or a remake. A remaster makes more sense to me. So I'm looking forward to that. They dropped so many hints of so many projects. Yeah, Kazshiro. So on Steam, you know how there's all these there's all the achievements for Nocturne. A little while ago, they accidentally uploaded a bunch of achievements for Raito. They overrode the Nocturne ones, and you could literally just see that there was intention for a Raito achievements at some point. So then, based on that, like that says that they're actively working on a Raito game, either a HD remaster or a complete remake. Though for me, I'm thinking the remaster makes the most sense, but I could be wrong, you know? It's really rare, but sometimes I'm wrong. So that's what I was talking about with the thing, like expecting that. Now that I'm playing Etrian, I am looking forward to the new Etrian game that they like talked about like almost what, like 6 years ago or something. Um, that would be nice. Would be very very happy. Please, as a peach. Please as a peach. Please. Um, the Persona team has hinted at a couple of games being in the works. I imagine one of them is going to be another remake of a game, and since we know that they're basically they basically have remakes for Persona 1, 2, and Persona 4 potentially, like those are all the potential options. I'm gonna be excited no matter what, but especially if it's Persona 1 because Persona 1 is my favorite Persona game. So I'm looking forward to that. With the Switch 2, that there also is like, I don't know. Oh, you heard Dave Cast? See, you gotta follow me because I was the first. I was the first one to mention it. Like, I think one of the funniest things about my Twitter account sometimes is that sometimes I'll like post something that no one has posted yet, and then it becomes like it'll like my tweet will get cited as a source, and I always think it's funny, mostly because usually my tweets are not like I'm usually not the very very first person to even mention it. I'm just the very first person to mention it publicly or whatever. Because after oh, you've been. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with Spencer. So, what Spencer is saying is that they feel there's gonna be another Atlas Switch exclusive, and the reason why that I believe that too is because um, it's very Atlas to do that. Like it's the most Atlas move you can make is once a new console, at least a console that's really anticipated, or even a console that's not going to be highly anticipated because they've done this before with other things, is you do exclusive, at least a timed exclusive. And I'm just not like I just don't believe that Atlas wouldn't do exclusive. And I think the exclusive, one of the ideas that I had for it is it could potentially be like an Etrian game. You know, it could be the Etrian game, especially because now that I've been playing Etrian, I feel like you need a little something more, and the Switch 2 having mouse capabilities, I feel like it just makes the most sense, you know. And yeah, Atlas does love free money. Atlas loves money in general. Atlas is the Mr. Krabs of video games. Oh man, that forced battle video. It's funny because I was gonna do a part 2 to that. Because I think I have the rest of the lyrics now. I just haven't had time to like double check. Because what I was doing when I did that forced battle videos, when I was trying to figure out the lyrics, I would plug them in to the Microsoft, the MacBook like Albert voice, and I'd have it read it every time. One of the things that's really interesting about that I don't know if I even mentioned it in the video is that you don't even have to edit or manipulate the Microsoft, the Apple Albert voice. You don't have to like really change it that much to make him sound exactly like how he does in the song itself. So when I was working on it, that's kind of how I was like, okay, this is definitely the lyric because it just sounds exactly the same. And then when you look at the like sound waves, they're exactly the same. It just sucks though because I worked on that video with one of my not former friends, but one of my friends that passed away. And he had a really good ear, like because he was a sound engineer. So that kind of puts a damper in any other kind of video like that. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make any other videos that figure out lyrics to other songs, especially because there is still stuff like Strange Journey that doesn't have the lyrics known, just because I don't have his discerning ear to help me. But yeah, I did have an update in mind. And also, look, I'm back to where I was. didn't take that long. See, the voice thing on SoundCloud, it still has some issues. It's not perfect. But so because I was using that for a bit, and then I decided to just have my sound engineer friend like do the same thing himself, because extracting the audio or separating the audio like that, it takes some work. It's if Etrian Odyssey, the next stage, Persona, and SMT5 are anything to go off, I'm not holding my breath. They tend to tease big projects and then wait for it. So then, here's my thing. SMT5 suffered the same problem that Persona 5 did, essentially, in that, well, not SMT5. Well, Persona 5's big problem was that they announced something, and then the new consoles were announced right after, so they had to stop what they were doing and basically do it, basically go through it again. So that was why Persona 5 was messed up. The Persona Tactica and Persona 3 Reload got jacked up because of COVID. COVID slowed down production, and that's likely why they said that they had games they wanted to announce, but they didn't announce it during the anniversary. It's most likely because of COVID. And then Etrian also was most likely affected by COVID, but also was affected by the release schedule for SMT5. SMT5 messed it up because so many Etrian people were working on those other projects, and that messes it up. For SMT5, I'm trying to remember what the delay was. I don't remember what they said though. Like, I genuinely don't remember it. But my brain's been foggy ever since I almost died twice. Can you believe that I almost died twice last year? So like, this is the crazy thing about being LaRue. So 2024 was like one of the worst years of my life because I almost died because of some stomach issues. It made it so I couldn't really eat at all, and because I couldn't eat and because my stomach was in pain all the time, I couldn't really sleep. So I ended up losing a lot of weight, like a dangerous amount of weight. I normally weigh around 200 pounds because I like to work out and all that jazz. I dropped down to approximately like 160, 150, which is to the point where like my face was all sunken in and stuff. It was really bad. It was very bad. And then after that, after I started to recover, it happened again in November. So that first time it happened in January. The second time it happened in November. I mentioned it on stream the other day, but I'm like currently in the middle of being tested for various types of cancer to make sure I don't have cancer, because the stomach irregularities happening twice in a row. Wait, you walk through the forest for the next 5 days. You may not leave. B8. So I just have to stay? What the heck? Okay, lost my train of thought. But yeah, so then all that stuff happens, and then last Sunday my car gets crashed into here. So it's like back to back. I don't know who put a curse on me. And then on top of that, all the people that I know from Atlas, like all the people that I'm like actually friends with and friendly with, they're all like leaving or getting fired, and it's like, which is not necessarily like a me problem. It's definitely a them problem because, you know, yeah. But it sucks because that's like, now I have like almost no connections to Atlas anymore. When I used to have like, I used to be friends with a lot of the Atlas staff. So now I'm all alone. Don't make a Breaking Bad reference because I've never watched Breaking Bad and I never will. No offense to Breaking Bad fans, but Breaking Bad looks boring to me. Like, it's just not like it's not something that I would watch, so I haven't watched it. And whenever I talk about it, people get mad when I say I don't watch Breaking Bad because, yeah, I gotta do five days in this dungeon. I want to do that because I really need to make room. Oh, damn. I have to quit Atlas too. I was really close to like quitting making content. So like, because of all this stuff, my medical issues of last year is the main reason why you guys got no videos last year. Like, if I wasn't sick, my schedule, I had so many projects. Like, I don't know if other YouTubers do this, but I like to make like I like to project what I'm gonna make for the entire year. So I make a thing of like all the videos that I want to make. I even estimate how long the video is going to be. It's like, it sucks. Like, it sucks because I had so many videos in the works for last year, and they're all pushed back. And it happened the year before to a lesser degree, but it really does ruin everything. But yeah, it's funny when I see Atlas post anything on social media, I turn into the yeah. The crazy thing is the social media team has changed so much, and it's like it's gotten to the point where it is genuine. Like, who are you guys? Like, what is like which who's the new person carrying the torch? You just don't know at this point. This quest is really boring because of the inventory. There's an easy, boring way to skip it if you don't want to gain any. Oh, tell me, because I actually genuinely do not care. Go ahead and spoil how to do this. I like the Mothman and Brain Rot. I like the dumb Mothman jokes. That's not gonna be a thing I ever complain about. I think that Alice has they have some things right for sure. I guess I don't really need to see the big map. I don't know why I stay on the big map. Bufu Boys to return in 2025 would be good. But Bufu Boys are so old that no one knows what it is. Set up auto walk near the fountain. Ah, oh, that means I have to get off of where I am now, because I'm not on the right side for the fountain, unless there's a hidden path to get to cross over. There's not. Go to the fountain. There's a shortcut from the side you are. Is there? Because I'm where? Because for me, the logic would be right there, but maybe it's logically it'd be right here. No. Oh, there is a shortcut. Mmm. Go to the auto walk. How do you set up auto walk? Now, will the Atlas social media team make visual novel game for April Fools like the Sonic social media? I mean, maybe. That'd be kind of cool. How do you auto walk? Auto field. Control. I'm assuming it's not it's not something that you just do. It's like you have to like finagle it, right? See, you can't give me tricks on how to do this because you have to remember that in your map. In your map, use the arrow. Which one's an arrow? That's not the arrow. This? This the arrow? Nope. This? I'm sorry. This little life hack is not gonna work for me because I don't even know what I'm doing. Is it this one? It feels like it should be this one, but I don't see. Okay, hold on. You can deploy full mapping menu. What does that mean? Deploy full mapping menu. Full mapping menu. What's... Eh. Also, I wonder if the Chaos Concert videos got copyright. Maybe. Wait, Chaos Concert videos? You mean the ones... The... Which... Wait, which... When you say Chaos Concert, do you mean the ones that are in Japan? Don't help him, it's a canon event. No, help me! Help me! Also, I'll be right back, actually, because I gotta take a potty break. I will be right back. I was hoping to figure this out, but no one's helping me. Is it this? Do I just do that? It's not that, is it? It's not working, please. The first line. First line. This one? Oh, bye, Kashira. This is not fun. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh! Oh! How do I get rid of that? How do I undo that? Okay. Okay, I'll be right back though. I do have to use the restroom. I wasn't kidding, but I wanted to figure this out before I went to the restroom. We'll just have this looping and I'll be done. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. It's Black History Month. Who's your favorite black person in JRPGs? Let's see. I don't know. Favorite black person in JRPGs. Commander Gore from Strange Journey. Here, we'll do a custom setup. Okay, time to harass my cats. Because we have to let them get up. Oh, I have to cut his nails. His nails are kind of sharp. Commander Gore, I guess, is a good one. I can't really think of another, like, a really good black character. Because most of them, like, are annoying, especially in Final Fantasy. Like, forgot his name, but the guy from Final Fantasy 13, not a fan. Barrett, really not a fan of Barrett. Barrett's actually kind of annoying. I feel like, especially, at least in the original, I haven't played the remake. So I gotta cut my cat's nails real quick. But Barrett's not, I don't think he's a well-written black character. He's not a well-written character at all, in my opinion. Okay. So the key to having your cat with nice, comfortable nail length is to always cut their nails when they're really small. That way they're just used to it and they don't, they're not bothered by you doing it. But Nemo's also tiny. So it's like a little thing. I just feel like Bear just doesn't have any redeeming quality. Nemo doesn't have many thoughts in his head. So when he gets to the part where he's like, oh, I don't know. Nemo's weird. Anyway, the point is, Bear just doesn't really have anything going on that make him memorable for me, and he's not particularly well written or anything. He's just very run-of-the-mill basic character, and that's without even including the fact that he's black. When you include the fact that he's black, the part that makes him terrible is the way he talks, because no black person talks like that. I don't know why they wrote him that way. It's like really offensive. Shantae is not black for sure. She's like vaguely Middle Eastern. I haven't played Radiant Dawn. The only Fire Emblem games I played are the DS ones, and the only Fire Emblem DS game that I liked was one called I forget, but it was like a remake of a side game. It was really good though. But yeah. See, I haven't played that many Fire Emblem games in general because the ones that I did play were all the DS ones, and DS ones weren't very good in my opinion. The only one that was good was Shadow of Valentia was the name of the game. I really liked it. The other ones I didn't care for at all. They were just like something that I played. I wouldn't recommend them. I'm trying to think of other black characters. Let me just look up. You guys don't have to see me see this loop, because it's gonna keep loop. Well, I mean, I have to keep the window active, otherwise it's gonna. So okay, we're not. You guys can't look at it while I'm looking at the list. Black JRPG characters. Okay, so I guess. Oh, here it goes. Terranigma, which from a game I've never heard that game before. Karn from Breath of Fire. Don't like that. This guy has the Sambo lips, which is like crazy. This list is like obscure characters. Oh, Parasite Eve has a guy named Daniel Davis, or Daniel Dallas. And he's not that important. Ungaga. These character names are crazy. Yeah. The 3DS one, the 3DS Fire Emblems had the dumb dating stuff. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Ungaga is not black, by the way. Or maybe they're supposed to be like African. I don't know. There's a Xenoblade Chronicles character named Otheron. Don't know who that is. Never played those. There's a Basilio in Fire Emblem Awakening. I don't remember that. Fire Emblem, Uyuden Chronicle. The Nino Kuni with the Sambo lip. Suikoden 2 has one. None of these are really like standout. Oh, I love this character. Tales of Eternia has one. Final Fantasy Origin has one, but it's like, I'm like scrolling, waiting for. Yeah. Oh, Commander Gore is number 5 on this list. Kind of crazy to me. Very high on the list. The rest of these characters, the black Pokemon trainers. Okay, this list is stupid because it puts all the black Pokemon trainers like all on one thing, which there's a bunch. Okay, this it's a very bad list actually because it puts Saz from 13 above Gore, and Saz is a bad character, and of course it puts Barret as number 1, and Barret's like one of the worst. That's crazy. Okay, what website is this? Okay, it's a website called Player Nature. Never gonna use that website again. But yeah. So the point is, there's no good characters except Gore. The rest of them are pretty bad. Wouldn't recommend them. Don't like them. How do I know when I'm done with this quest? By the way, I wasn't tracking how many days it's been. What is the reason why people like Barret? Hi, Cheese. How you doing? Also, I'm gonna harass Pascal now, so you guys can. Let go, buddy. Let go, my bad. Yeah. Okay, I gotta trim his nails as well. That's why he was able to grip my bed sheets. Which sucks too, by the way, because those bed sheets are they're satin. Because satin is supposed to be good for your skin. It's supposed to be good for your hair. And it has a really nice smooth texture. But these cats use their claws when they jump on my bed, and they messed it up pretty bad. At least they messed up the part that they're always laying on. All right. Here's Pascal round 2. Do, 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 do. Here, which one do you want to be? You can be like this. So Pascal's the only cat I've ever owned that actually likes being on his back. Most cats hate it, but Pascal likes it. Like, look how relaxed he is, how happy he is. That's one happy cat. My pure baby Pascal. Hi, John Gaming. Oh, text comes up around 5 a.m. But I just don't know how many days it's been. Because I have literally not been looking. Petting Pascal is one of my favorite things to do. Especially if I use this brush. It's the brush he's had since he's a kitten. And he loves this brush. He like goes crazy over this brush. Especially if I brush his head with it. Your cat hates exposing his belly? That's how Nemo is actually. Nemo hates when I do that. But Pascal loves it. But Pascal knows that when I do it, I'm literally gonna brush his stomach. So I've like Pavlov dogged him into associating the showing your belly to me with like me doing something that I know he likes. He gets mad when I stop early too. Oh yeah, the game stops. Oh, okay. You can also set this to fast. Oh, let me try setting it to fast. Uh, let's see. Movement speed. See, I thought movement speed was on fast. It is on fast. It's just like not that fast. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay, Christian says, I liked Barrett because he felt at fault for his town being destroyed and everyone hates him for it. His best friend was supposed to be dead but wasn't and went crazy and wanted to kill his daughter. Then Barrett killed him and promised him to take care of Marlene. I don't remember any of that from Final Fantasy VII. I just remember Barrett being like, yo, Cloud, what's up? That's crazy, Cloud. I didn't remember how he was at all as a character because he just had like nothing for me. But even what you're saying is not it's not that big of a like a narrative thing, I guess, for me. But I don't know. Yeah, it's basically the Mystic T like personality thing that he has. It was really cringy. It feels like it's been stuck at 10 p.m. for a while. Oh, there it goes, 11 p.m. I was about to say, is it broken? Um, in other news, I have been working on my I've been working on a couple of videos. Like I said, I started collecting magazines and art books and stuff for Etrian so I could start that video. But I've been reading a lot of the metaphor stuff. There's a lot. Metaphor the metaphor book is very thick and juicy. And what I like about it is that it does kind of bring insight to like the development process in general, but also what makes it interesting is that some of the stuff can be you can look at it and apply it to some of the other things that Atlas makes. Seeing more people play Etrian is always a treat. I also sadly never see people talk about the stories of these games. I'm gonna talk about the story as soon as I actually get there. This game, like, you know, the Odyssey HD, it doesn't have like a crazy narrative or whatever, but I am gonna play the Untold games as well. My goal though is to be able to make like a documentary on the making of the game, kind of like my Strange Journey video, where it's the making of the game. It's talking about the story, the themes, and the gameplay. It'll cover kind of everything. Any quirky music development stuff, because usually Atlas does a pretty good job about making sure there's liner notes. So when you actually look buy the CDs, there's something interesting about most of the soundtrack, a good amount of it. The third game, the third Untold game, Cheese, are just like the third Etrian game. Period. 2 days you have now spent in the 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. I mean, there's some crazy stuff, especially if you look to real life. Oh, I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff that I know already. Like I know stuff about the artist, and I'm like not gonna lie, the artist for me is what makes Etrian a hard game to sell to people because it's like, bro's kind of weird. Bro's kind of weird. I mean, if it's a real world thing, you can tell me, John Gaming. I don't really as long as it's not spoiling the games themselves, then it's not that big of a deal. I don't really care. So you can definitely go ahead. Etrian doesn't have strong narrative, but it does themes. My thing is, oh, it's spoiled the plot. Then don't mention it. Then, my thing about like strong narrative is that I'm not someone who's like, certain games don't need to have a super strong narrative. Like Tetris, for instance, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, like I wish this had a this wish this had more story. I think that like depending on the scale of Tetris to I don't know, metaphor, like you can have games in between that focus more on theming or focus more on general like concepts. Fun fact, the untold of the first game, when doing this quest and you enter this room, the character just set up a tent and passed the full 5 days by dialogues. That's funny. That's actually crazy. I can't wait to play the Untold games. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I'm not excited for is how expensive the Etrian games are. Like it actually sucks. It's gonna take forever for me to get all the games. Just on the fact that Etrian games are expensive. That's the only barrier of entry I have. And some of them are in Japanese, but I'm fine with the Japanese. I can definitely play them anyway. I know enough Japanese that I'll be able to like have fun. I might even play them on stream, to be honest. Oh, actually, maybe I just buy if I buy all the Untold games in Japanese, it's like $100. But if I buy them one by one, like for instance, the Fafnir Night is like $65. Oh, actually, the first game's not that expensive. If I don't buy like the yeah, the first game's like $80. Okay, what is the third game? Oh, I heard a clock. No, I want to have the physical copies too, because you know I'm a collector. So one thing that I'll say is that since I finished collecting all the Megaten games, like the physical copies of the Megaten games, I have been collecting other Atlas titles. Some of them are just crazy, and I want to get them before they become even crazier. So, for instance, that would be that, what is it called? The GameCube game? Let's see. Let me just type it in because I don't remember what it's called. But Spumco. Go-Go Hypergrind, for instance. Go-Go Hypergrind is crazy expensive, so I want to get it before it gets even crazier in terms of the price. I am working on a video for that. It's just, so the problem with Go-Go Hypergrind is all the cool development materials that I was going to get from the actual original artists who worked on the project, they all gave them to the to this archivist who has a museum for video game history. And that's cool because the archivist will eventually archive that stuff, and the museum has allowed for me to have access to those things once they've archived them. It just sucks because they told me that they would do that like 2 years ago, so I have to reach out to them again to see where they're at with it. But that's like another video that's like down the pipeline. Whenever I get those materials is when I'll make that video, basically. But I'm trying to collect all of the Atlas games, even the ones that are just Atlas produced. I want to have like just every Atlas title essentially, because I think it's cool. It's cool to have them all, you know. And plus, I will make videos on a lot of them. I want to make videos on pretty much any Atlas title, just because there's not a lot of information about a lot of these games. Like for instance, talking about Go-Go Hypergrind, there's literally no information online. You won't find any interviews. You're not gonna find anyone doing intensive things, talking about the story of how the game was made. Like, it's literally just, there's nothing on it. The only information that exists is information that I have, and it's only because I have access to the primary sources. That's it. And I feel like a lot of these games, I want to be able to make videos on them before, like, the people who are primary sources are just dead. Oh, hi John Gaming. John Gaming hopped on from YouTube to Twitch, which is probably the better thing anyway. But the point is, what I'm trying to say is, I want to try to make those videos faster. I want to put priority on them, because some of them, it's not like Megaten or Persona where I can just Google and then buy a bunch of magazines and stuff and find interviews. A lot of them are just like, I have to be able to talk to the people to make them, and some of those people are either retired, not online at all, or they're really old and I want to get to them before they die. Let's see. I wonder if Square Enix will drag Final Fantasy IX through unnecessary remakes. Yes, they will. Rhino better be the mainstay in every Etrian game. It depends. Let's see, what am I missing? In Etrian Nexus, you get the metaphor concept art. Oh yeah, I know that much, because I was like, there's nothing about metaphor that I don't already know, because of how much time I spent focusing on metaphor. I know a lot about what's going on with everything related to it. 2 days remaining. Oh my god, we're almost done. They didn't completely alienate classic mode. Well, I still think the untold story modes are garbage. The only saving grace is that they didn't completely alienate classic mode because of it. Not so much in the EOU. In terms of modern Etrian, 4 is the weakest. Okay. I have no context for most of what you guys are talking about, just because I haven't played these games. I need to install Twitch on my phone. Yeah, install Twitch on your phone. I'm trying to build up people's expectations on my YouTube channel that I will be streaming, but I do think that Twitch is just a better streaming platform. But if I keep doing it on both, eventually it'll coalesce and people will start going and joining both streams regularly. I will say that my stream numbers on YouTube have been going up, not crazy amounts, because any given day I'll have, like, when I first started streaming on YouTube, I had like 1 to 2 people following me. Now it's 4. 4 is a lot. It's not that much considering that I have 13,000 followers or subscribers, but I don't imagine everyone's here to see me stream. What I'll probably start doing, especially with the releases of my videos, is what'll build up my my stream viewership on YouTube is I'm probably gonna drop a video, and then around the time the video has popped off is when I'll probably stream right after, or maybe I'll stream before going right into the thing and kind of do like a watch party where I talk about the making of the video, kind of like a director's commentary, you know, those kind of things. Also, it is so cool to see a bunch of Etrian fans talk about Etrian in my chat. I genuinely love to see it. It's refreshing, because I've literally never seen people talk about Etrian at all. So, you know, you guys have fun doing that. I'm still looking to see how many Etrian Odyssey Untolds are there. Is it 4 or is it 3? No one's gonna ruin my ability to enjoy the games. If I'm 100% transparent, you guys can tell me how you think and feel about the games, but it's not gonna stop me. No, wait. When I say that, now is there only 2? Because I'm seeing more in Japanese. Did the other ones just not get released? In English? Etrian Odyssey Untold 3 Labyrinth of Whispers. Is that real? Ah. Well, I'm buying all the Japanese ones because I'm assuming. I mean, I know there's at least one or two Japanese exclusives. You've only played Etrian Odyssey 4? 4? Okay, I mean, it's not bad. I've only played number 1. I'm kind of happy to start from the beginning though, and I did buy a couple of Etrian Odyssey games just because I saw them on sale once upon a time. I have to see what they are because I don't even know what games I bought. Let's see. I could probably just type in Etrian on my... Oh, the game I bought was Etrian Odyssey Nexus. That's the one I bought. So the only other Etrian Odyssey games I have are the first 2 for the DS, not the Untold version, but the DS versions. They seem pretty cool. Also, thanks Vanna for the follow. Oof. I don't know. There's some weak Etrian. Well, I feel like that's going to be the case for any game series. You know, the people are going to have their preferred or their weak are the ones that they like the least. One thing that I always kind of think about is how you know, it's always like a grain of salt because what people tend to do is that people will kind of coalesce and come up with one unified opinion, and it's usually like an opinion that I don't agree with. Like for instance, people will say something like Persona 5 is the best Persona of all the Persona games, or of all the Hashino games, and it's like, I mean, you could think that. I think Persona 3 is the best of the 3, but it doesn't make it true, you know. But people will all kind of like agree on something, especially if they see it online enough. It's literally like Pavlov's dog, because I've seen that with Shin Megami Tensei, where people hyped up Nocturne a lot, and I'm like, Nocturne is great. I like Nocturne, but I wouldn't even call it the best mainline game. It's a good game though, but people hype it up because like you see it repeated ad nauseum online, and I think that messes with people's perceptions of things. Not judging the balance, EOS 4 is the first who introduces a 3D model and a unique to try to map, which is a fusion of the classic labyrinth and the boat of the 3. I don't know what you're talking about. Honestly, Nocturne was hyped so much it made me not like it. See, that's what I avoid. Like that's what I'm saying. You guys can tell me your opinions on these games. I think the skill that I developed for internet consumption is that people's opinions don't really shape mine. Like not necessarily, unless I've already experienced it. So for instance, if I finish a game and then we talk about it, your perspective might change my perspective a little bit, because then I'm trying to understand your perspective. But if I haven't played it yet and you're telling me it's one of the greatest things, I don't pay attention to it because it doesn't mean anything to me. So you can literally be like, oh, this is the best game you're playing right now, and I'm like, oh, okay. But then once I finish it and I've digested it, then if you tell me that, I'm like, I mean, it was pretty good, but I don't agree. You know, I think that too many people are too easily conditioned by other people's perspectives. It's why I don't like making videos that are review videos, because I think that my review or my perspective will change other people's. It's why I made a script for Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, and I haven't released that video because I don't have a lot of nice things to say about it, and I feel like people are gonna if I had released it when I had made it, which was right around the time that Vengeance was on everyone's tongue, it would have changed the narrative too much, and I don't want people to... Nearly over. One more day? Okay. I don't want people to be influenced by my perspective. Like, I really don't like it. So I try not to make that's why I don't like making review videos, but I still make them because I have to, because because Atlas sends me the games, so I have to make a video on Vengeance. I have to make a video on Persona 3 Reload, and I have to make a video on Metaphor. I just haven't done them yet because of like being sick. So you'll get those reviews, but now that no one cares about Vengeance anymore, my video about how I didn't like it is not going to be like this big contentious thing that everyone's gonna get mad at, which is kind of my goal. I don't want people to see my perspective and get angry and also decide that they agree with me. It's kind of like that one meme of the guy that looks kind of like the Green Goblin guy, Willem Dafoe, who's like standing up and he just says something. I don't want to be that way. I want to just basically be able to tell my perspective without people taking it as gospel. It is easier, but I want people to not do that with me, so I try to be very careful with how I make videos when I do reviews. That's why if you watch my Soul Hackers 2 review or my what's another game that I did a review of that I thought was good? No, I think that's a good frame of reference. If you look at my Soul Hackers 2 review, it's just what I think about the game, and I'm not doing any hyperbole, and I'm specifically not doing any black and white thinking. Because when you say best or worst, it automatically makes your video less valuable for me, because there's a lot of nuance with these kinds of things. So instead of saying best this, I'd rather say I really enjoyed this. Instead of saying it's the worst, I'm like, this didn't work for me. Because if you use language like that, it makes it more nuanced, you know? Just make a video of why S-Chat is the best Quadistic. I mean, in my video, I do have a little rant about how much I like I do bring that up because she is the best, and it's funny to me because I'm like, why don't people like her enough? Even when I was at Anime Expo and I saw the cosplayers, I specifically wanted to only take a picture with the with her, but I did it with all of the Kadishu because you can't just be like, hey, other Kadishu, leave. But she's the best. She's actually one of my favorite Doi designs ever, period. Usually my favorite Doi designs tend to be his male characters because I think that he doesn't make sexy males that much, or if he does, they're not like outright sexy. So for instance, his what's the name of the red guy? What's his name? The devil that puts the guy to sleep for a while. What's his name? I don't remember his name. Someone with an expertise on demons. What's the name of the demon that Doi designed that's wearing all red? He's kind of floaty. He's like this. He's got black hair. He hasn't designed that many demons, so someone has to know. But that's one of my favorite Doi designs. I also think Doi does good cute designs because you know, his pretty much every cutesy demon that he's designed looks good. It's harder to think of a bad Mephisto. Thank you. Oh my god, that was hurting my brain so much. Mephisto is one of Doi's best designs in my opinion. I think that Doi is really good at fashion too. So anytime he has to do, I mean, he's a fashion major. Oh wow, thank you Lasada for the raid. Like he's got really good attention to detail. So I think in the name of Lasada, get loved on. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming. Though I don't. Thanks, Lasada. That's so nice of you, and I hope I'm saying your name right. It'd be really embarrassing if I wasn't. I was fairly into Megaton back in 2020, 2021. I had played a handful of games before trying EO. Yeah, I mean, I'm still super into Megaton. My only thing that I can say specifically about it is that like I feel like some of my Megaton knowledge has gone out the window, and it's just because I've been so stressed out this past couple. Like, yes, I don't know how to say the name. Aitvaras is very cute. I love that design. I actually wish they made a plush of him. It's kind of annoying that they didn't. Also, the design of the you know, the little, yeah, There are so many plushable characters in Mega 10, and it's kind of frustrating that we don't get them, or at least in Atlas in general. Like the Homo Tenta, it wouldn't be embarrassing if you weren't saying it right. You have only ever read it. Oh, thank you. Well, I'll say this. I have like this thing where I don't know. I used to purposely say Japanese names incorrectly. It's like one of the worst things I used to do on my platform. So if you look at my old Megaten videos, I don't say Kaneko's name correctly. I don't say I say a bunch of their names like wrong. And I was doing it because it was like annoying me that people kept correcting me. And then I started to not be so petty and dumb. And I'm like, actually, I'm spreading misinformation by doing that. So I stopped doing it. So now I get super bothered if like, you know, someone says someone's name wrong. So I've kind of, you know, can you pronounce my name right? It's not Christian. It's not, or is it like the Christian? And that's why you're like, oh, I don't know. But that's like my biggest like sin on my channel is that my early YouTube like content, I did say people's names wrong on purpose. Some of them I still say wrong though. Like instead of saying Kukulin, I say Choo Choo Lane because I like to imagine a train when I think of Choo Choo Lane, even though I know it's Kukulin. But you know, we're on the final stretch, guys. Literally like just 3 more hours, and then I never have to do this quest again. I never have to think about this quest. I can move on. John Kuzunoha, it's not. I will say, we do need more clarification on the Kuzunoha family tree. What's the first game you beat in Japanese? For me, it was Devil Summoner. Literally the first Devil Summoner. Hi, Chief Kairu. So I beat the first Devil Summoner in Japanese, and since I didn't know how to read Japanese, I had a pocket dictionary. I used to have it on my desk somewhere, but I moved it. But I had a pocket dictionary, and I was like actively looking. Unless you replay the game 5 times, then you have to survive on the 8th floor. True. Very true. But this little life hack it's working. I don't know if I'm going to replay this game. Oh, how do I end this? How do I stop this? It's a cycle. Stop. Oh. Hold on. How do I get rid of all this sin that I left on my... Just undo? Okay. Whew. That was really annoying. But Devil Summoner is the first one I beat. It was really annoying. I barely understand the story because I was using a pocket dictionary the whole time. I would not recommend anyone play games like that. It's a horrible way to experience the games. But now I could actually just turn this in, right? You beat Hybrid Moments 333. I beat Tokyo Mirage Sessions last night. It was a fun game. It dragged a little at the end. I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I think that I probably should make a Tokyo Mirage Sessions video. I just haven't done it. Hold on. I'm gonna leave this dungeon, and then if it actually, and then actually collect my rewards, I can never do that quest again. Lucky coin. Sorry. I'm like, did they give you the little speech that it has in? Yes, they do. Yes. If we're talking about how Fork Knife is, so the name Fork Knife is gonna go down in history, like for me, as like the worst thing I've named like a group of people in these games. Decided to take a request. Have you? So I'm assuming Lasada, you've played a lot of Etrian. What is your favorite Etrian, by the way? Insect eyes from butterflies. I have not been able to get the insect eyes. But suffice to say, Tokyo Mirage Sessions is a very good game. My problem, I think, is that people associate it with the very butchered launch announcement, where it created expectations for people. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of people didn't like it, because they expected something else. Etrian is your favorite series? Okay. Then hopefully you like, because So basically, I only played this on a whim because my chat voted for it. I play mostly Atlas titles, have not been playing Etrian. But now I'm planning on making like a documentary on the development of Etrian, based on as much of the information as I can pull as possible. This game series is genuinely one of the best things I've ever played, mostly because I love this kind of gameplay loop. It's so perfect. Yeah, Christian is literally one of the people who's the reason why I'm playing it at all. Um, Very enjoyable series. I cannot believe that had this I've had this game for a while, or some of these games, and I've just not put it down since I picked it up. I've been playing it every day. Um, for context, let me see if I can see it. Pull it up now. I have 18 hours of playtime, and I started last Saturday. Last Saturday is when I started. I did pick up or try to play the DS version of this, and I like it better than this HD version. I like the original character designs better, and everything just looks better. I think it looks better. I don't know if that's a hot take or whatever, but I do just prefer. I prefer the original DS version. Oh, you can't see the game? Hold on, sorry. I forgot to move it off. I forgot to fix it from the hell of the 8 day, or the 8 days on the third floor, or 5 days on the third floor. But yeah, I have like a lot of video plans on the docket. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is another one that I want to talk about really soon because I love it so much, and I feel like it just needs the attention. And it, oh wait, let me get an Ariadne needle. So I'm kind of hoping to get through all of the Etrian games by the end of this year. I don't have like a strict plan in mind, but I guarantee you by the time I stream next Saturday, I will definitely be on close to beating this game. Oop. My physical copy of EO3 is probably the most expensive game I own. I can show you the most expensive game I own if you guys want to see it. Yes, I'm still wearing my sleepy jammies. Jack Burrows, definitely the rarest game I own. Well, it's the most expensive game I own. The rarest game I own is probably maybe it's Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei. This is technically not Atlas, but it's a version. It's the FM77 release. This one's very rare. I got the booklet. No, sorry. Here's the booklet. It's the user manual. It's actually cool. And then here's the booklet of like the different demons and stuff that are inside. And it takes 2 floppy disks to have it for you to see everything. This might be one of the rarest games. Or my PC version of Persona 1. It's pretty rare. Oh, okay. This was a super rare re-release of the PC 98 games. So this is my rarest version of something. I believe it's the same version of that FM77 Digital Devil Saga thingy. But the point is, I have a bunch of like really, really rare games. All I ask is for you to bring Nexus. For Nexus, is you bring Raito. I will continue to use Raito because I do like that class. It's good. Heard you're planning to do a history of. Yes, I'm really excited to do a history of Etrian. the problem that I'm running into right now is like I was saying earlier that generally speaking, when I make videos, I buy a bunch of magazines, so you can see it in the background of my videos, or in the background of stream. So for instance, like I'll just buy magazines like these because I know they mention something related to Atlas. These ones I believe talk about Persona. Okay, one of them does, and then one of them is just an interview with Shoji Meguro. So what I'll do is I buy a bunch of things related to Etrian, as much as I can find of them, and the expectation is that some of them will have material that I can actually pull content from to make the video. The problem that will most likely happen is that a lot of the magazines will just have nothing in them. It'll just be essentially kind of like an overview of the game, like kind of teasing the game so you can go ahead and buy it. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm making the video. There is just that risk of not having I actually muted the music for me. There's a risk that like some of the magazines are not going to have anything, which luckily magazines aren't particularly expensive. So like most of the magazines that I've been buying that are related to Etrian are like $5 to $10. The art books and like strategy guides have all been relatively cheap as well. So the in-depth Etrian thing will come out this year for sure. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it exactly because I'm debating if I'm gonna just talk about the entire series, which if I do that, it's gonna not be as in depth because the series has a lot of games in it. But if I go over and like kind of divide it up into different talking about specific entries, that might work too. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. It really depends on how much material I'm able to get. Because as far as I can tell so far, Etrian doesn't have nearly as much development material like as some of these other things. But I was able to find that most of the websites have been archived pretty well on the Wayback Machine. So yeah, the Etrian game or the Etrian videos will be coming out this year for sure. Especially because I just can't believe I slept on Peak. This is like I keep saying, it's like the best dungeon crawling gameplay I've ever had, like ever. And I'm only on the first game, so I'm imagining it gets better from here is what I'm assuming. But then again, Shin Megami Tensei 1 is like one of my favorite Shin Megami Tensei games. I would say that it has some of the best that Shin Megami Tensei has to offer. How far have I made it in this playthrough? I'm still on the second stratum. The deepest I've gotten is the 10th floor. That's where I am now. I stopped to do that that quest, the like walking back and forth quest. The only thing I will say is that I definitely do play very dangerously. I like to auto like a lot of battles. But don't hate me for Wait, is 33 bad? Are you saying that I'm over leveled or under leveled? If you're saying that I'm over leveled, it's because I like to grind. Dr. Fetus? I've never heard of Dr. Fetus, no. Oh, yeah. So yeah, I do like to grind. I like to grind a lot. Like part of why I like this game so much is because I can grind. And the gameplay loop is exactly the kind of gameplay loop that I like for this kind of thing. So, and if I'm honest, part of the reason why I'm so high level is because I was trying to figure out if I could beat the Wyvern at like level 30ish or so. Couldn't get there though. Be honest. Hi Demi, and yes, grinding is fun. If you don't like grinding, then what are you doing playing a first-person dungeon crawler? You know what I mean? I was wondering now, what did the squirrel try to steal if you don't have any wiring inventory? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just like my cousin. He's exactly the same. He's always been autoing, and then he's like... See, but here's the thing. I auto, but in this game, I have yet to game over by autoing. Whenever I've died in this game, it's because of my own gross incompetence. So... Um, yeah, I've only ever failed because of other reasons, but not because of autoing. I'm in the middle of that myself. I'm doing an EO2 Iron Man. I lost 3 out of my 30 guild members. Oh no! Wait, does that game have permadeath? Because that's kind of something that I would like to see in these games to make it more funny. That if they die, you have to like either rescue them out of the dungeon. Like that would be kind of a fun thing. Like if you party wipe, they stay in the dungeon and you have to like use another party and you can find them. That would be fun to me. Or alternatively, it would be kind of interesting if there's like just a permadeath where you lose a character and you lose them forever. Not like, you know, a la Fire Emblem. Not saying that they should do that, but that does seem like a fun way to play. It would make me stop autoing at least. Because it does not have permadeath, but I'm not gonna delete my characters. See, I can't get behind like me controlling it. I want the game to do it for me. Oh, players do different challenges. Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. What do you call it? I don't have enough. I don't know what you say. Self-control to actually follow those types of rules if I'm doing it on my own. Probably the only challenge I would be able to do in this game would be a like no more autoing challenge, and it would make me so sad. But maybe I should look at some challenges. I should look at the speed runs for this too. There's Jack Frost in Etrian. I knew that there's a girl who has a Jack Frost button on her hat. I didn't know that there's a whole entire Jack Frost like you play as him. That's kind of crazy, if true. Etrian 3 and 4 are peak. Also, Etrian music is good. I do like the Etrian music. It's very, very, very fun, upbeat. You know, fantasy music, but it's not like boring. I'm glad because I'm always worried about getting tired of the music in games. There's a Black Frost. Okay, just to clarify, although I use Black Frost in my profile picture, that I'm not a Black Frost like super fan. My favorite Frost is probably, if I had to pick a favorite Frost, my favorite Frost is probably Frost Ace or Lucifrost. I only use the Black Frost because, you know, I don't know, Black Frost is kind of fun. I like Black Frost in the same way I like Bats Maru or any of those like, you know, devious looking characters, Devimon or Impmon rather. Which is funny because I have both on my desk. I have like a bunch of different like devil adjacent characters on my desk. I have Bats Maru up here and then Impmon's right next to him. It's Yuzo Koshiro. Yeah, it is. It's actually kind of nice. This is probably the most cozy, comfortable stream I've had in a long time. Just seeing people who are super into the game that I'm playing. And it's cool to actually get connected with more people who know a lot about this. So I might like have to like know you, like especially Lasada. You seem to know quite a bit about Etrian, so I might want to pick your brain, like, or at least if you don't mind, I would like to have you read my script at some point. Oh, and actually, I can just wait. No, wait, it's up here actually. Yeah, I would like I mean, if you don't mind, Lasada, or any of you guys really, I would like to have people look over my script just to make sure that it's not I'm not doing anything or not being too incorrect or whatever. Will you play Seventh Dragon? What's Seventh Dragon? I don't. Generally speaking, if it's a game that's not Atlas, I probably don't know what you're talking about. Cool. Thank you, Lasada. Just because, like when I write about video, like when I write my videos, I will say that probably the weakest part is generally talking about the gameplay mechanics or the narrative. But Seventh Dragon is Etrian Odyssey and Dragon Quest. Is it made by the same? It's not like who's making it. I guess is the question. By the sound of it, it sounds like it's Square Enix. Seven Dragon is made by the same director as. Oh, okay, that sounds interesting. Maybe I will pick it up. I'll try it out. So I should probably look to see what other. Is there any other like Etrian likes that I should be aware of? Did I say Etrian like even though you're literally telling me that it's the same director and same composer? It's on the DS actually. Don't say Strange Journey. Strange Journey is like the best. It's one of the best things that I've ever played. So, am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing a whole entire. All right, no, I should go this way. I threw myself off a little bit by like escaping, and this part of the game is where I fell asleep because I was playing it last night. There are a few, depends on how far back in history you want to go. I mean, I wouldn't mind going. So I know anything before the DS era, I'm probably aware of already. Persona Q is kind of bad in my opinion, mostly because, but for me, what makes it bad is I don't really like fan service. I've never been into that kind of thing. So by virtue of it being very much fan service of Persona games for Persona fans, it just didn't hit for me in that sense. So I'm aware of wizardry and all that jazz here. It's anything post DS era. If there's anything after that, then I should be aware of, you know. I think the main problem with Persona Q, besides that, is that although it does have a story, the story isn't particularly good. It's kind of almost like the story was made to just justify the existence of the game. So I have like a piece of hair like that's like touching my nose and it's really annoying. Yeah, Strange Journey does use the same engine as Etrian. I believe they acquired Lon Cars for their explicit purpose of being able to do that. See, I kind of like Disgaea, but I'm not sure if I want to like play more Disgaea. Let me map this. And also, just the other thing is that I will say that I don't necessarily like using the map function on controller. It's not nearly as comfortable as it is on okay, I got the hair that was scratching my nose. It's not as comfortable as playing it on the DS. Like I think that's probably the experience that I'm gonna enjoy the most. Let's see. This guy is one heck of a rabbit hole. Which guy? Hopefully you're not talking about me. I heard Undernaut's Labyrinth is of Yomi was a pretty good dungeon crawler. Okay, let me actually write that one down too. I don't know, because dungeon crawlers in general are my bread and butter, but I definitely want to explore more. If there's more that are like out there that are good. I never pegged you for a Disgaea fan. So what I would do, especially when it came to DS and PSP, PSP and PS Vita, is I would kind of buy every game. I was like a terminally consumer brain guy. I would literally just buy all the games, and that's kind of how that was my first experience playing Disgaea. I do believe that there are some PS2 Disgaea games, and I think some of them are even produced by Atlas themselves. But never was too much into it, you know. The gameplay is pretty good, but the humor and stuff is not my thing. I'm pretty picky about humor. I think humor is one of the hardest things to do. I think humor is harder than doing a compelling story because it's so like everyone has their own taste and it's so specific. So for me, if the humor doesn't hit, then and it's a predominantly funny thing, I'm not gonna enjoy it. The skill system in Etrian Odyssey is really good, but it's unfortunately never explained well in the games themselves. I will say that I did have to like save scum like once or twice because I was like, oh yeah, okay, I didn't know how integral this was for my skills. But I don't mind the lack of guardrails or whatever. I actually kind of enjoy that there's barely any explanation, except for the parts where I'm really dumb. Which I don't think you were here for when I was trying to figure out how to do the auto mode to begin. I was struggling. It was very difficult for me. But stuff like figuring out how the skill tree works is not necessarily challenging for me. But because I'm a Megaten fan, I think that that's like a huge detractor. Megaten fans famously don't read very often. Yeah, it's gonna be my core memory for playing this game, period. But this is such a good game. I do wish there was an option for me to like use the original aesthetic, like use the original sprites and models and stuff, because it does look better for me. I think it's jarring seeing these like DS era graphics and then also the like high resolution PNGs. It's, to me, it's distracting. It's like the worst thing about this collection. The best thing about this collection is that it's accessible. I don't mind the lack of guardrails, but I honestly do dislike that they straight up hide the numbers. Okay, yes, that is frustrating because I do want to know specifics, and that does like kind of drag it down to make it harder to play and experience. Sorry, you guys are never gonna see me play this game or play the battles in a fun way until I get to like a foe that I haven't experienced before. But yeah, this game is peak. I do want to know lore. Like, I want to know why the treasure chests look like that. Like they're like these cool looking tubes. Like, what does that mean? Like, why? How did we get to the culture that made it this way? And maybe that's explained later on. I don't know. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I do want to. Oh, good to know. Okay, I don't need any more sticky goo. What I have to play the game to understand how the game works and the story? You're like a good 10 levels over leveled in this stratum. I'm sorry. I can't help that I like to grind. Like, it's not my fault. It's okay. So what I think what really screwed me over is that, you know how you can see what items certain monsters have. I kept fighting those same monsters over and over till I got the items that I needed or that I didn't have yet. Lore starts in like the 3rd stratum. Oh, okay, thank you. Let's shackle the legs. I don't know. If I was a bird, I'd be weak against the lightning. See, I feel no fear. I could just auto this. I don't need any more limbs. Whatever. See, it's just not. I mean, I think it's like a strength of the game that I enjoy playing it. You know what I mean? I don't mind the rare drop thing. I just wish I understood how to get it. You know what I mean? I'm not playing on an expert. Can I change this? Yeah, I'm playing it on basic. Oh, and you can't change the difficulty in game. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but does that mean that I'm playing it on the worst possible thing? I only chose basic because literally my first time playing. So now I'm like, oh no, am I messed up? Oh, you can change it in town. Okay. Hold on, let me see if I have any items that I can definitely drop. Wait a minute, when did I get broadsword? Okay, I'm gonna drop the broadsword. I don't really like it. Well, let's Rhino can use it. Hope it's worse. Okay. I had to take off my beanie because it's like hot and well, it's not necessarily actually that hot here, but it's hot enough that I don't want to wear a beanie anymore. And I'm just dropping these because I don't really need money. I'm not really hurting. Expert is the original. That's so funny. You know why that's funny? Because that's what Atlas used to do. So for mainline SMT, when they re-released the games on PS1, the normal mode is actually an easy mode, and the hard mode is just the original difficulty from the original Famicom or Super Famicom version. That's so funny. So I've been playing it on easy mode this whole time. Okay, I kind of want to go back and play it on hard mode. Normal mode rather. I think that's so funny. Yeah, I do. I do like using the axe. I'll be honest. I like axes in general. Um, in any game, I'm probably like if I'm playing a game like an MMO, for instance, I will be an axe user because axes are cool. You know, no shame in playing on. No, there's. It's not that I'm not saying that I need to play it on its traditional original mode. I do want to play it on that mode at least for a little bit to really experience what it's meant to be like. I might actually just start over. Axe Landshark is best. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't really, I don't have any reason to believe that, but I believe it. Okay, he's red, so maybe he's weak against blue. I'm gonna keep crushing him. Let's just see. Maybe he's not weak against blue. Maybe he's weak against. Piece of cake. And it turns out I already fought him before. I don't know why I was acting like it was my first time. Shall I auto? Yeah, auto's. I've nothing to fear. And I already ran out of room. I wish I also knew had a running list of how expensive anything is. You're trying to get Queen Frost and DX2. Is Queen Frost available right now? Plus, why would you get Queen Frost? She's not very viable in that game unless you're just getting it for collection's sake. Then I would say yeah, go for it, but she's not really good. Like, okay, that was scary. I actually almost party wiped. Oh yeah, light wood and stuff. I should get rid of those. I have so many of those. Oh, you want every frost? Yeah, that's a cool thing. You're not gonna get very far, but it's cool. It's a cool little mission. Like, for me, I don't think I have every frost, but there's some frost that you'll never be able to get now unless you've been playing since it started. Have you been playing since the beginning of the launch of D2? Because that will dictate whether or not you can get all the frost or not. Unless you don't care if you get like the ones that are different but not necessarily different. Oh, okay. Well, there's some like specific ones that are locked to oh, if you well, you can get as close to whatever the approximate is. Okay, I'm gonna just throw away some of the light wood and stuff. Dye petals. I think bent claw is also worth throwing away. Yeah, because on my account, I have most of the Jack Frost variants. I don't have Queen Frost, though. Yeah, I didn't get very lucky. But hopefully they bring her back and I could try to pull for her again. But I've been having really bad luck in that game in general. But I mean, that's just like the virtue of all gambling games. They're not called gambling games, gacha games. Are these newbies? No, they're not newbies. Couldn't even give me some newbies yet. Yeah, the rates for our summoning demon, like that game is not friendly to free to play people, because I'm a free to play person. Like I have spent money on the game, but I don't like it's been few and far between. I think in total I spent like $100 on D2 if I'm 100% transparent. So as a new player to the Etrian series, I'm going to recommend you want to challenge the games. The challenge of the games, definitely play on expert. If you don't, just play on the lower difficulties because games are meant to be fun. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that sentiment. I do want to play how I want, but I want to actually experience. I want to actually experience what was intended to be like. For me, that matters a lot. That's so like I'm not someone who enjoys like difficulty if it's too hard, but I do want to experience what it was intended to be, like for sure. So if anything, I'm gonna at least run the game. I might hop over to playing the expert mode. As you try to do a second strata, my voice reaches your ears. Oh. I don't want to do that yet. I just like the idea of experiencing it as the developers intended. But I also have no qualms with making it easier if I'm struggling. But I don't think I'm gonna struggle. I think. Alright, no more item room. Well, I need. Let's see. Oops. P5X is not going to kill D tier. Mostly because D2 is made by Sega and run by Sega. P5X is made by Perfect World. And I don't think that they're gonna cancel each other out. I will say though, P5X is more of an actual game. It's not just gacha with some really cringy story like D2 has. D2 has some of the worst story in all of Megaten. Like it's really bad. Oh, Amarita 2. Amarita 2. Okay, maybe I should actually go and encounter the people. I don't think I'm gonna struggle that much. I'm not really that confident in the sense that I'm not like an expert by any means, but I do think I have a pretty good grasp on like gameplay. Literacy goes a long way. That's why I'm able to play so many games, because I can read. But sometimes Yeah, P5 story or P5X's story is bad, or not bad. It's like it feels like I'm like you're playing like a Timu version of P5, in the sense that it does feel like it's kind of retreading a basic concept that T5 already or P5 already did, if that makes sense. But that's not the worst thing, you know. So I have to like map it all out. If I don't map it all out, then I'm not gonna know. You have to you look to have the understanding. Just don't let yeah. My biggest thing is that I do let my confidence mess me up. It's messed me up several times actually. Because once you get comfortable, that's when you make mistakes. And I'm the kind of person that I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be great if I just wiped? What? I thought they said their person. Why did I look here if they're not here? Okay. Hold on, I gotta read this. Alcalino says, my first playthrough of this game on the DS, I didn't have Medic nor Alchemist in my party. The first half of the game was a real struggle. Yeah, I'm not laughing at you. That's just actually an insane way to play this game. I mean, I was debating on swapping my Alchemist for, I forget what they call the character that uses the bow, but I was debating it. I ran her for a little bit and I didn't like it, so I went back to playing the way I was playing or had been playing. But yeah, having no medic or alchemist for the first half of your playthrough is actually survivalist. Thank you. It's because I was looking at the Japanese names and they're not remotely the same. Does anyone know why they did that? I like Troubadour for sure. Troubadour's fun because I like bards and the bard concept. But why do they have different names in Japanese than in English when the names in Japanese are is it because the names in Japanese are kind of basic dungeon crawling names? Oh, it's it's doing that thing. It's doing the thing where it's like, oh, you're about to do something hard. Are you ready? I have to look at who the localization team was for these games. Let me look. I'm actually gonna look it up right now because I want to know. Etrian Odyssey. Moby would probably have it. Okay. European. Okay, American localization team. Nick is not gonna respond to me. So the lead for this game in English is Nick Maragos, which he was like the lead for basically a lot of Atlas titles around the time this game came out. My Namba no longer works at Atlas either, but though she might actually respond to me if I reach out to her. But Nick is probably not. Nick has never responded to any of my attempts at like contacting him. Um so the point I'm trying to say is I don't know if I'll be able to answer the question of why it's so weird. But maybe I can I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out. Let me Yeah, I don't know what it is cuz I see Nick post we have mutual friends, but he just doesn't respond to me. As you continue through the twinning foliage, foliage, you reach a small natural clearing. In its center stands a grotesque monster, unlike any you have yet seen. Its gaze falls upon you, and you feel an overwhelming aura as it lopes forward. It can be none other than Cernunnos, king of the jungle, or Cernunnos. Okay. I want to quickly look up what Cernunnos looks like in the original art. Oh, I mean, the original art's basically just the same thing. It's just like a low res version of it. But what's its Japanese name? Oh, it is. Okay, so the name of the demon is still the same. All right. Let's try to shackle him or cuff him up. Silence. I'm gonna go all out attack first. I don't know what he's weak to or whatever, so I'm kind of just. Oh, he can summon help. Okay, I silenced him. Ooh, he's like super bound now. I don't like that. Stupid rollers. Ugh. Okay. Oh, okay. The rollers aren't that. They don't have that much going on. I can't believe I whiffed. That's kind of crazy. It'd be so nice if my my skill activated that for Tomba where I could attack twice. Yeah, this battle would have probably been more challenging if I had it on the original difficulty setting. Gotta bring complimentary rollers for all boss fighting needs. I just hate that they like this guy would be dead already if those rollers didn't come and buff up his defense. Okay. Oh, those were different rollers than the ones I was experiencing before. See, I feel like I didn't get the full experience. That's why I keep saying I have to play it on the normal difficulty because I'm not getting the full experience. Where the hell? Wait, what? I don't know how my map thingy got way off where it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's why I keep insisting. I need to get the full experience. Don't. Yeah, play it off stream and just get back to where you were. I mean, you know what? I actually would do that. I might actually just do that because I'm only like 20 hours into the game. It's not too much of a time suck, and I do enjoy the game enough that doing that won't ruin anything for me. It's still enjoyable. Ooh, ooh, that's a pretty image. I like that. I like this stratum already. But hold on, I gotta like. Wait, is there like a one of those gem thing? It's right here, right? Okay. Ooh. I like this. I like the coral forest looking aesthetic. It's super nice. Hold on, I want to read the spoilers. What did Lasada say? He's kind of I think in Nexus 2, although mostly because of how his encounter starts. Oh, okay. Like, I'm not too upset about spoilers necessarily, unless you're literally telling me what I'm gonna experience right before I experience it. I'm a long ways away from playing Nexus, so I think by the time I get to that game, I'm probably not gonna remember what you just said. Ooh. Sorry. It's still early morning for me. I'm waking up. Oh, wait. Let me sell these. I need one more tiger fang. Okay. Okay. This seems like it's all boon besides the luck dropping. No, I kind of like having high luck. I feel like I guess the other thing I would say about this game is I would like to know what luck does in this game, because sometimes luck affects your ability to what do you call it? Inflict ailments. At least that's how some games have it. I would like to know, you know. All right, we're an expert. We're an expert now. I'm either gonna be really happy or I'm gonna be like, oh, I regret this. Okay, it does affect binds and elements. That explains a lot, actually. Finally getting home, so gratitude. I don't need any more money. I need like something else. Next is by far my longest personal challenge of the series, but not the hardest I've done. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of exciting to know, because Nexus is like the last game, right? In the at least chronologically release order wise. Now you'll be fine. You're still a tiny bit over leveled. Oh, also hi Pet Rock. Map of the New Stratum. It's another region. We'd like you to create precise maps for 11 and 12. Oh. So we've tasked a number of soldiers with mapping unknown floors, but it appears the burden of investigating a new area is too heavy for them alone. Please support them in their attempts to complete the maps of those 2 floors. Okay, thank you so much. So this is what I mean. Like, I hate that, like, for instance, Woodfly, I have not dropped the eyes. I'm pretty sure that's where the eyes come from. Same thing with Venomfly. Mandrake dropped something else. And I'm like, I don't know how to get those drops. So that's why I became over leveled, because I kept attacking them over and over and over and over and over. And some of them I'm not too upset by, because I figure that I don't need it yet. Oh, I gotta kill Sternunos again to get whatever that other drop is. Wait, I don't want 100% the game. Why is getting all the drops 100%ing the game? I just want to like conditional drops. Oh, conditional. Thank you. I mean, I'm not someone who does like the 100% games, but I might do it for this one. Kill it with a specific method. Okay. I mean, that's good to know, because that explains why I haven't done it. Did I inadvertently finish anything? No. Do I have new quests? Yes. Okay, that one's pretty easy. Just mine on map 10, or floor 10. That one's also easy. Oh, I can't take any more quests. I will say that this town theme is very Persona 5 to me. I don't know if Persona 5 has just dominated my perception of jazz music, but that's kind of what this feels like. I'm gonna abandon this quest for now, just so I could do another one of these. B6 is B6F. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Cut Earth on the 6th floor of the forest. It's ferocious beast. Okay. Let's see. That's a big part of the 100% of the game. So if you're not after it, don't. Well, I might do it just because I want to do it. I might try it this one time, and then if I can't do it, then I won't do it anymore. You know, that'll be my logic. If I can't do it, or if I don't enjoy it this time, then I'll just drop it. But I do want to try to 100% the game. Oh, I forgot to sleep. but I don't really need to sleep for this floor. And I also haven't been distributing my points. Oh my god! So no one judged my points because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Wait, no, I feel like there was something else I was trying to do. Oh, you can't see the points? Oh, sorry. So for some of these characters, I have as many as like 5-10 points. Or not 5-10 points, like 5 points. A lot of them it's like around 3. So let's see. See, the only thing is I don't want to like TP up him because I'm focusing on axes. So I might just keep boosting these, but let me just max out my axe. Max my axe. Protector. I do like that you can kind of do whatever you want in terms of team composition here in this game. It's exciting to be able to do whatever you want. Yeah. I did want to do provoke. And then overall defense up would be nice. Thor. And then I wanted to do TP regen because it'll completely make it so I don't have to worry about holding those items that waste item space. That way I can do, and then I'll probably do sight. I might do sight and warp because those are probably both useful, but I think I'm gonna max out the TP up, get at least the first stage of TP regen, and go from there. See, look, now that they have TP regen, I'll never have to worry about it. That's the hope. I like I like how it tells you what the next stage does, but I hate that there's literally nothing. Like, why even have this as a stage? Why am I leveling up to do nothing? But heal 1 TP, I think max is like 5. Yeah, okay. That seems good to me. It seems like a pretty good bonus, especially later games get crazy with party building and skill synergy. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that later games even had some sort of synergy system. That's exciting. Okay, something to look forward to. So far, like I said, this series is like super good to me. I like it a lot. Hey, look, I can still auto. But even on this floor, it's kind of risky to auto now. So I'm also retracing my steps just so I can have the maps a little more mapped out. Map out the maps, you know what I mean? And I believe one of the quests was supposed to be for me to fight something on this floor anyway. The creative freedom is what allows me to do mono elemental alchemist. Man, was it fun to be super strong and super useless. Hey, I mean, that actually is a good idea. I might actually do that. Super random question, Lou. Do you like or know Kinnikuman? Is that the wrestling thing with the guy with the like inner tube shaped lips? Because I don't know what it is otherwise. I don't know what that is. I was gonna try to figure it out, but I don't know. Oh yeah, that. So I watched one version of the anime when it was being shown in English, but I never actually finished it. If I'm honest, I'm not into like wrestling or anything to that degree to which I would actually finish that series. I don't know. When it comes to anime, generally speaking, the anime that I like tend to be slow, slow burn, short anime. Like the one I always point to as my favorite anime is Mushishi. Super good anime series, very short, very beautiful, poetic, nice. Oh yeah, I did see that they were making a new anime for it. I just didn't watch it. Dude, when you say really old, you have to use actual ages because by by anime or by Atlas fan perspectives, I'm really old. You know, so it's all a matter of perspective. Do. I mean, so far the actual original OG mode is not that crazy. Yeah, okay, so it's about as old as I am. Oh, you gotta head out, Christian. Nice. See you later. Thanks for stopping by for so long. I might actually end the stream in a little bit because I am getting hungry, which is my excuse that I tend to have. But I am legitimately hungry. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Lasada. The beverage of choice is water. Nothing's more hydrating than water. I hope. But like, I have to get to the part. So I'll do what I so for when I stream tomorrow morning. What I'll do is I'll do what I did last time, where I have my food with me and I could just eat it as I'm streaming, because I just don't really know what the good solution is. Like, how do I fix this? I'm looking. They told me to do something on this floor, but like I think it's I'm supposed to fight some foe, but I also want to finish mapping this little thing because I didn't have the auto map on when I was doing it last time, which is not so I have all these maps without the white line around it, and I kind of want to have that fixed. So I'm kind of doing two things at once. Yeah. Oh, fight it with only one. Oh, with only one party member. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. At least not right now. Okay, let me use my Ariad mirror. Okay. I just want to give these guys a nice restful nap. I'll do that one later. I don't know if I could do that with only one party member. Maybe I don't know. I'm too I'm too scared of losing. Since the games came out. Oh, nice. So what was that? The first games came out in what 2007, 2008, I imagine. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Because for me, I started playing like Atlas games in like 2005, I want to say. Because I think Nocturne came out in 2004. My friend, oh look at that! I like that little thing. That little weak, easy to kill thing. In your journey through the forest, tinted blue as the ocean. Okay, so I'm gonna say some of the localization is kind of like corny. Because what is like I don't need it to be particularly poetic, but some of the poetry is just. It reminds me of Marie from Persona 4. where I'm just like, these aren't good. If it reminds me of like teenager poetry. The worry creasing his brow lifts when he sees you, and he smiles as he greets you. You're the adventurer sent by the Radha on the mission down here. No. We've been looking forward to meeting the skilled warriors who felled the king of the jungle. You've heard then that we've ordered to map the corridors of B11 and B12. But with these dreadful beasts and these twisting passages, we're at our wits' end. I tell you, it's a sure relief to have help from the fine members of Forkknife. The soldier fishes through his pack, producing a parchment. It isn't much, but here's the result of my work so far on mapping this floor. The soldier hands you a hand-drawn map. I trust you'll have no problem filling the rest. Barely affording you a glance as he leaves, the soldier walks briskly back home. Taking the soldier's partially completed map in hand, you continue your exploration. Yeah, that was barely in... That was hardly an improvement of what I already did. But thanks, sir. Well, the series is loosely based off D&D aesthetic and mindset, so a DM. No. I'm not saying that I don't like poetry, because I do like playing D&D. One of the things I'm doing fairly soon also is running a D&D campaign for Shin Megami Tensei 3, because they released that last year. It's just the actual poetry itself is just not very well done. Even by D&D standards, I'd say it's kind of like it's not good. Because you can set the scene in a way I feel that could be a little better. Okay, this is... One of my nitpicks is I wish I could rotate that icon so that it can reflect, like, it can reflect where you go down from. The soldier did not graduate from cartography school. Nope. Ooh, rock coral. That sounds useful. Okay, what? I don't like this sperm-looking thing. Like, I don't... 2 stars at best? No. I would just recommend... I mean, I kind of want to see what they say in... I kind of want to see what the Japanese says, because I imagine the Japanese version is also poetic, but I want to see if it's the same, like, general, like, approach, or if it's more nice, if it flows better. Oh my god! Yeah. I will say though also, part of why I'm giving this game a lot of grace in terms of the mapping is due to the fact that it's not made to be mapped out with a controller like the way I'm playing. So I'm also kind of like, yeah, I don't necessarily like some of the elements, but I don't know how much of it is because I'm playing it this way instead of playing it as intended. Personal pet peeve, when they add details to the dungeon map that they have icons for, but we can't use those icons. Oh yeah, that's annoying. Yeah, I saw that too, that it's not even like the original. Radha's hall got me mapping the floor. I'm at the end of my rope right here. I can't take another step. I'll give you what I've done so far. Maybe you can finish it. These guys suck. Oh, so I have more tools, but not as much. Or not the same tools also. Sorry, which is kind of nice to have these all, like, if it really is that I have more tools than before. Sometimes I like the slight lack of mapping icons since it forces me to be creative. I kind of like it too in that, for instance, if I have a place where I can mine or if I can take or anything, I always put this. Even though this is probably take, this is probably like the chopping, and this is probably mining. I kind of use this one for all of them because I don't, scissors doesn't is not what I think of when I think of like you know, taking wood or whatever, or chopping wood. Scissors are like not the right icon for chopping wood, so I don't use it just because of that. Let's see what's. No, not a booby trap. Yeah, if it was an axe, I would use it. That's it's such a weird thing, but that's what holds me back from actually using the icon correctly. And they never fix it. Because sometimes they do that. What is that called? Where since you've already done it, you just kind of keep it as you have because of like tradition or whatever. Okay, hold on. I wanna put a thing there so I know not to fall there again. Okay, that makes me feel better. Is there a way to make this track with me? I don't know why it's not, but that's kind of a thing. Though in the OGDS you only had one symbol for all three, if I recall, the little sparkly. That's fine. I mean, I don't mind if it was just one universal symbol that had no like specific significance, like a sparkly icon. I wouldn't mind. In options, wait, zoom out. Oop, no. Yeah. When you're not in a fight, zoom out on the map. Yeah, I zoomed out. The top corner of the map. Okay, hold on. Let me try fixing that. My stomach just like cartoonishly rumbled, by the way. What you generally did was use a sparkle. Yeah, because I'll be honest, I genuinely don't care about noting exactly what it is. The little square between A and 1. Top left of the map. A1. Oh, I have to click this? Oh! Thank you. Oh my god. It's because I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out how to do it. Annotating? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh no, I got it now. Thank you, Lasada. Ooh, glass eye. There's a little note thing you could add to your map. Okay, hold on. Oh, this thing? Oh, that is so cool. I have not been doing that. No. But thank you. Now I know. Do you see why that bothers me? Because that ladder should be rotated so that it looks like I'm walking up it. It would be a lot better. Oop, that's cool. That's cool. It's such a weird thing to care about, but it bothers me a little bit. But look at this. Auto, 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 auto. I don't know what that square what the skull does. But I don't like it. Alright, I think I am gonna end the stream right now because I am starving. 3 hours is a pretty good amount of time for me to stream. Thank you so much for raiding, Lasada, and also thank you so much for the help. Because yeah. I will be streaming tomorrow. Same time. It's not good. Oh, skull bad? I didn't know. No, but I'll continue the stream tomorrow. I'm just gonna quick save and close. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'll see you guys. Bye.